Federal judge on Saturday blocking the president's attempt to send troops into Portland. The federal judge who Trump himself appointed saying the protests in Portland have not been significantly violent or disruptive and are insufficient to federalize the National Guard in the state. I pressed the president this morning about the judge's ruling.
Portland is burning to the ground.
Then hours later, California Governor Gavin Newsom says the Trump administration sent 300 members of the California National Guard to Oregon, calling it a breathtaking abuse of power.
Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield says he plans to amend the state's complaint and take the Trump administration back to court. A child has died following an ATV crash in the town of Glenmore.
The Brown County Sheriff's Office says the child was injured Friday morning while riding with an adult and later died at the hospital. The crash happened around 10:55 a.m. and the Sheriff's Office was notified of the child's death that afternoon. Names have not been released yet. There have been 34 reported casualties due to ATVs and UTVs this year alone. This would mark number 35. Nizer Spencer, WTMJ News.
One of the nation's largest health insurers is cutting ties with a major Wisconsin hospital network, leaving thousands of patients unsure where they can go for care. Milwaukee Business Journal editor-in-chief Timothy Gibbons has the latest.
This could be a really tough time for Ascension. Obviously, though, it can also be a tough time for United because they have a lot of people who they want to go to Ascension hospitals. And I assume that they're getting phone calls as well of, come on, you need to get to a resolution.
Ascension Wisconsin and United Healthcare say they are still negotiating, but for now, United Healthcare members will have to look for care elsewhere. After a strong start to the NLDS, Brewers fans are over the moon.
It was all gas and no breaks for the Brewers in Game 1 of the NLDS as they beat the Chicago Cubs Saturday afternoon. Sam Thomas embraced the frenzy of the crowd in the first 2 innings as the Brewers raked in 9 points.
I have never been to a game that was so loud before. We definitely lost our voices.
Thomas says a brotherly bond really sticks out among the players this year.
It's what this team is about. It's about a bunch of nobodies who care about the game, that care about each other, and the power of friendship is just greater than, the prima donnas that may be on other teams.
Sean Brinda, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 7:03.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats. Now through Wednesday, save on gallon selected varieties Prairie Farms white milk, $3.99. 18 to 24.6 ounce selected varieties Vandy Camp's fish, $4.49. 9.5 to 10.75 ounce selected varieties Hostess mini donuts, $1.99. 16 to 24 ounce selected varieties Ragu pasta sauce, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh, no. Never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
For your fellow fanatics and your #1 fans. For your game day compatriots and your everyday companions. For your personal cheerleaders and your personal heroes. For the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com today.
For WTMJ contest rules, visit WTMJ.com/contests.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers won their first game of the NLDS 9-3 on Saturday. Their next matchup against the Cubs is Monday night. You can tune in for all your pregame coverage, starting with Brewers warm-up at 7 here on WTMJ. Badgers women's volleyball defeated Michigan 3-0. Next up, they take on Penn State Friday night. Badgers sports updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding and a whole lot more. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Mostly clear on the roads at this point. Still just a slight bit of a delay on 94 eastbound. You'll be tapping the brakes between 76th Street and American Family Field. And taking a look at the WTMJ forecast. Tonight, clouds increase, a low of 65 degrees. Monday, mostly cloudy skies with showers likely, a high of 75. Tuesday, rain early, then we'll see the clouds dissipating, a high of 66. Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high of 65. Thursday, mostly sunny, another high of 65. On Friday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 68. Right now in Madison, it's 75 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 74. In Waukesha, it's 75. And in Milwaukee, it's 74 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:06.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Like if somebody says Denise, an African-American woman, I'm going to stop you right there.
Right.
I'm not African-American.
I'm a black male.
I'm not a minority.
Right.
I'm not a minority. Ain't nothing minor about me.
Ain't nothing minor about black
major
either.
Moves. I'm a major boss, and I'm going to do things in a major way. So don't put anything with me to do anything with minority or minor.
Here you can say how you feel. You're not going to get bashed or beat up, or that's my job. Denise is here to beat me up, and then I take the brunt for everybody.
That's right.
Okay?
And I'm undefeated. Undefeated.
Live at the Avenue. Here's Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
And who's going to talk first? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3.
We're back. We're together.
Uh-oh. You're listening to Truth Unfiltered, also known as Truth Unlimited, or what's another unword? Can't remember. See, it's been so long we've been together, we don't even know how to act. You're listening to Truth Unfiltered. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, along with the magnanimous Denise
DT
Thomas, hanging out. So if you're listening, we're on 620 WTMJ and 1017 The Truth. So
that's right.
Just kind of hanging out.
Woo. You make it sound so cavalier. So, we didn't really have anything better to do. So we just decided we'd co-host a show live. Come on, Dr. Ken.
Man, I told you I was tired. I wasn't feeling well. Kind of just.
And why are you tired, Dr. Ken? What were you doing?
I was hanging out all weekend. Anniversary weekend.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Y'all know Dr. Ken is private. He's already given me that look. Yeah, if you do not know, Dr. Ken is super duper private.
I'm not.
And if you bring up anything to do with his personal life, for example,
I will cancel you.
Because, and I know he loves me, Evan, because he's giving me that glare like, he gave me the glare like Ernie gives me when I'm about to like try to clip Ernie's toenails or make him walk when he doesn't want to. He's like that.
Did she just give an analogy of a dog and me? Wow.
I'm live, y'all. On Facebook too. I was like, am I going to get in trouble for this, Evan? No, right? Am I good? Should I stop it? Okay, he says no.
So we live on Facebook, we're live on X, we're live on YouTube, we're live on 620 WTMJ.
I'm giving Steve Rick a shout out because he's watching me. He's the only person on my Facebook Live. Thank you, Steve.
She ain't got no friends.
I have.
You know why? Because she tell all their business.
I don't tell my friends business.
She tells all their business. Brewers are in the playoffs.
I love it. Go Brew Crew.
I'm from Chicago, but I am not a Cub fan.
I'm not a baseball fan. Not because baseball is not fan-worthy.
You're not a what?
A baseball fan.
You're listening to Truth Unfiltered with Dr. Ken Harris. Denise Thomas is taking the night off.
Did I just get fired?
Yeah.
Why?
Buddy. Come on, baseball. I love.
Wait a minute. Why am I going to get fired just because
you said you didn't love baseball?
I'll say it slow for you. I don't love baseball.
Fired.
Not because it's not love-worthy. I just don't understand it.
So wait a minute.
I don't understand.
You understand football?
Like it's like rent is due yesterday.
With 22 players on the field at a time, but you don't understand baseball.
You're like the 18th person.
Did you play baseball? Did you play baseball as a kid? Like
all right,
kickball?
y'all. Here, funny story. Let me tell y'all about my short-lived baseball career. Let me tell you how bad I was.
Now we get to the truth as to why she don't like
it. Let me unfilter this truth. Actually, you know what? That's probably why I don't love baseball. See, that's why you're Dr. Ken Harris. Here's the reason why. So I grew up in Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
And
Mistake number one. Okay, Indiana.
Watch it.
Indiana.
Some of my Eville folks, they might be watching. My cousin Peggy is watching. So watch how you talk about Evansville.
Podunk.
Cousin Peggy, get him.
Podunkville. Okay.
Boy, you are sliding down. Have you ever been to Evansville, Indiana?
Yes, I have.
And what do you remember about Evansville?
I like it.
Thank you. Most people do that come visit.
Don't tell nobody I said that, though.
Dr. Ken loves Evansville. So
I didn't say love.
When I was growing up in Evansville, I played, I don't know, some little league softball team. You already laughing. You ain't right. You ain't right. So, Dr. Ken. So.
Can you see a little Denise in a uniform?
Oh.
What number were you? What number were you?
I can't remember. But listen, when I tell you this, you'll probably be able to guess what number I was.
0.
So. I had no athletic skills growing up. Let me just be clear. 0.
Shocking.
No athletic skills. But my dad, because I was an only child, so I'm sure he never said it.
Try everything.
But I'm sure my dad, was like.
Was hopeful
that even though I'm a girl, that I would. Now, this is back in the 80s when we could say stuff like this. I know nowadays if you say that, it's like, what do you mean? It was very gender focused growing up in the 80s, okay?
Yes, it was.
Girls didn't play baseball. They played softball. And after trying out for softball, guess what my position was, y'all? I'll give you one guess.
Outfield.
I'm talking about outfield.
Yep.
Because at first I was center field.
Well, actually, they put you in right field, so you wouldn't get no right-handed hitters. So.
Wherever I was totally
in the corner, in the back.
Yeah, keep going, Denise.
Over there.
Yep, you're gonna be amazing all the way. You're almost there.
And all the balls went to the opposite field.
But let me show you how. Life works, though. I caught, and is it a home? It's when they attempt to throw a home run and you catch it.
Right.
I was like and they lifted me up barely, because back then.
Back then, you was like that picture you showed me. Okay.
Worse.
All right.
And so that was my experience. So maybe it's a little sprinkle of PTSD.
So what name did you have on your uniform? Like Pudgy?
Dr. Ken, you ain't right. He ain't right, y'all. Yes, Nichelle. It is Dr. Ken Harris. Do you know Nichelle Harris?
Yes.
Yeah, Nichelle said, is he Dr. Ken Harris? Yes, he is, yes. Nichelle. You got to, so you can hear him if you watch us on, what is it?
X. Or just go to 620 WTMJ. I mean, just go to WTMJ.com.
Michelle, if you want to see him, I won't be mad if you just want to focus on me. But yeah, you can go to X or YouTube. And in all seriousness, subscribe to the 101.7 The Truth and 620 WTMJ. They're all part of Good Karma Brands.
YouTube. Come on, do it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably why I don't like baseball. Now that you've broken it. See, that's why you're Dr. Ken Harris, because you took me back. We peeled the onion layers back in about 30 seconds. I was not wanted. My skills were not valuable.
Well, you was wanted that day. Then they was like, "Ooh, Lord, gotta carry her. I hope she don't do nothing good next time." Because she's gone now, and I have this.
No more home runs.
Can I put it down now?
Oh, let me tell you, they didn't even get that. Now I remember they didn't even get that high. Okay, let me just.
They got you to like
Ken,
waist level.
We're gonna
lift her like right.
We're gonna be in so much trouble because you know how it is nowadays. You cannot talk about.
You can't call nobody fat, just so you know.
Oh my gosh, you can't even say that word. Don't say that word.
Fat.
Oh, you are killing me.
Fat.
You can't say fat.
You can't call fat people fat.
No.
Can you call skinny people skinny?
Now see, now we're getting somewhere. Isn't there a double standard? Because you can call skinny people skinny, but you can't
you can also call them too skinny. And then they get offended.
All of it is potentially offensive.
Too bad.
But
if
you definitely can't call.
If you take the offense, that's on you.
Dr. Ken, no.
Then you can't talk to people. You can't speak your mind. Why do we have a First Amendment then?
Welcome to current day. You can't. That's the society that we live in.
Too skinny.
You cannot.
Fat. Too skinny.
Okay, we'll open it up for discussion. The Citing Unlimited, I had to literally read. The Citing Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. And for all the folks out there watching, please, what's up, Contessa? Contessa said, hey, DT.
Is it okay to call people fat? Is that the question?
Is it in 2025 effective immediately, like right now? Do you feel comfortable calling someone fat?
Okay, so.
Or.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable calling someone skinny?
Or too skinny.
Or too skinny. Either way,
right.
I'm just trying to understand why Dr. Ken feels as though that
I
that's
can call
not
people
offensive.
fat.
You cannot.
Yes, it'll be offensive.
So why would you call somebody fat?
Because it's the truth.
Dr. Ken.
It is Truth Unfiltered, right?
Yes, but you can't. Okay. The Citing Unlimited
and it's
talk
only
and text
for
line
people
is
that
855-616-1620. Please, y'all, educate Dr. Ken.
It's only for people who don't know that they are. Like when I was overweight, and technically I still am, because I haven't reached my BMI index number. Like, I get it. I looked in the mirror and went, whoa.
Do you want me to give you some healthy terms to use to replace fat?
No, I'm going to just call it fat. I don't need no extra words. I don't need the effective communication coach telling me how to talk.
Okay.
I know how to talk. I know how to speak for myself. I got First Amendment rights to a point, and fat is fat. Because I speak for myself.
Well, on our True Talk and text line, somebody agrees with you. They didn't leave their name, but they said people choose to be offended. And then they've also said obese, pudgy. I definitely am leaning towards obese. You just can't say fat.
Yeah,
though.
you're obese.
Dr. Ken, you can't. You cannot do that.
I think obese is a worse word. God, you're obese. Technically, I'm obese. I went from 252 pounds to 223.
So
I'm supposed to be around 210.
So you would have been overweight. Now, one of my homegirls from Evansville,
better hurry up and go
Miss
to break
Williams
so we can have a
Hatchett.
job.
What's up, sis? She says that people nowadays are too thin-skinned.
Yes.
And I agree, but the thing is,
too thin. That's offensive.
No, she's saying like you too sensitive.
Thin. Too thin is offensive. You're calling me too thin. I'm offended. See, now everything's offensive.
That's the world that we live in.
Fat.
Oh my gosh! Are you but the FCC is going to be
fat.
Calling someone fat is literally like using an explicit word.
Too bad.
And
You're
most
saying
people,
it so fast I can't keep up with the buzz.
I know, right? We should get a fat jar. Like how many times Dr. Ken says fat? Dr. Ken, most people don't know that you were once obese.
How many you want? I'll be more than happy. Where the jar
Dr.
at?
Ken is pulling
Where the
out.
jar at?
He's pulling out.
Fat. Give me a jar.
You owe us probably about $20
I just have
already.
to dry this out, but we can use that.
No.
Yes, Evan, because I need to eat all week.
I got a hat right here.
Okay. Is calling someone fat versus obese offensive?
Fat.
855-616.
There. Got another
1620.
1, 2,
Is calling
3,
someone
4, 5.
fat. Thank you so much, sis.
There.
I appreciate you. Is calling someone fat offensive in 2025?
It can be offensive to some people. To other people, it's not. You decide to be offended by something.
Okay.
At some point, you have to get over. I have a big head. When I was growing up, I got talked about all the time to the point where today I am still sensitive about it. But you know what? Guess what? I got a big head. I can either accept it and embrace the suck.
I don't think your head is big.
I'm just saying.
But I get it. Okay.
So at some point, you just gotta,
How much time we got before we go to break, Evan?
We passed it. Now
we passed
need
it.
to break.
All right, so we're gonna go to break. We come back. I'm gonna share a true story.
Uh-oh.
Because a lot of my Evansville folks are tuning in on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And
tell them to go to YouTube and click like.
I was definitely
Hit the notification bell.
Chubby, pudgy, thick, obese, however you want to classify. We come back from break. I'm going to tell you a story in terms of how I got to be healthy.
What drove you to be healthy?
And I'm glad you're receptive of the word healthy.
And not be fat?
Y'all, we'll be back. Oh my gosh. Evan, get the fat jar. Wait a minute. D. Robinson said obese is worse.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Keep it to WTMJ as the Brewers fight their way to a pennant throughout the run of the playoffs. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
There I was outside doing some yard work when I noticed my neighbor looking over his windows. He's climbing up and down his ladder, and I hear him holler to his wife, "Honey, we're gonna need a few new windows." So I took a walk over and said, "Hi Ron, do you mind if I take a look?" He said, "Go right ahead." And I said, "You know, the window itself, which is the framework to the glass here, looks fine. And the sill, which is the bottom of the framework, that's fine too. It's the glass that needs replacing. The seal must be broke, and that lets in the moisture we're seeing. That's why your windows are fogging up." And he said, "So I don't need new windows?" And I said, "No, actually, if you want, I can have the glass replaced, and they'll basically be as good as new. And believe me, it'll cost you a lot less than replacing these." This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package request early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Potential is like God's love. It lives within everyone and shows us that we are made for more. At Aug Prep, faith ignites excellence in academics, the arts, athletics, and every aspect of our lives. Students don't just realize their full potential, we learn to soar. The #1 K-12 school in Milwaukee is expanding to the North Shore and is now enrolling grades K4 through 6th and 9th. Aug Prep North, made for more. Apply today at augprep.org.
Welcome back to The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth Unfiltered. So Denise got me mad, got her Facebook friends to get mad at me from Evansville and all around the country all around the world. But that's
Miss
okay.
Robinson is a
That's all
Milwaukeean.
right. X loves me. So,
but they do. But trust me, my Evansville family and friends, they'll come knocking on the door.
Oh, I'll come down there.
They're not going to talk mess on. See that we don't have keyboard courage in Evansville.
I'll roll down there. Don't get it twisted.
Evansville people, we do not care about nobody talking about they from the south side of Chicago or they from Compton. We don't care.
Is she threatening me?
Evansville don't care.
Is she threatening me? I think she's threatening me.
I am not threatening you. I do not condone or act in violence.
855-616-1620 is the Sighting Unlimited talk and text line. So you're going to tell this story about, didn't they make a Halloween story on Peanuts about you? The Great Pumpkin Patch. anyway. You got
But here's the thing. But Dr. Ken, in all seriousness, you said something very healthy and responsible during break.
Okay.
I asked Dr. Ken during break, because it's all subjective.
Absolutely.
How do you define obesity? Like if you were to describe someone as fat, which you've used that word.
You mean fat?
And you said morbidly obese. And I said, okay, well, what qualifies as morbidly obese?
For me, that's what I call fat. Being overweight is overweight.
But break it down, because that was very.
But when you say fat, when I say fat, when I say morbid, I mean morbidly obese, like your weight that you're not doing anything about. And I'm not talking about the woman I told you about today that had a walker. She could be considered morbidly obese.
Yeah.
But you can actually see the water in her ankles. You could see she's on some type of medication.
She's retaining water, yeah.
She's retaining a lot of water. That I understand. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the person that walks around in the halter top and the shorts that are too small and everything's jiggling. And you can easily fix it literally by just changing what you eat. And you don't. Now, I'm not saying don't feel good about yourself, because some people are just big. That's not even who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that purposefully don't work out, don't walk, don't drink water, eat all the wrong food, and then die in their 40s or their 30s.
I agree with you.
Because of health-related issues.
I completely agree with you on that.
They could have easily fixed, but they didn't feel like they should.
So here's the story.
The pumpkin story?
Here's the pumpkin story.
Okay.
And for those that are just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. You are listening to Truth Unfiltered live. Dr. Ken is cracking up on 620 WTMJ.
I'm sorry.
Or you may be listening on our sister station, The Truth 101.7 FM. You can also watch us live right now on X, formerly known as Twitter. Go to X or whatever. Is it X, formerly known? It's just X. Or YouTube. And search for 620 WTMJ. Hit the live button, and you can see myself and Dr. Ken broadcasting live. Now, here is...
Now, in African-American vernacular, us's.
You know, I don't know what African-American is. I don't do that.
Okay, you don't do that.
I know.
You don't do
I'm
fat
black.
either, but, you know.
Yeah, he didn't listen to the open of the show, apparently.
Right. He never. Right. Yeah, I don't do that African-American stuff.
I know. Anyway. Fat. Okay, go ahead.
So.
Okay.
Dr. Ken said we were prepping for the show. We're in like...
You showed the picture.
I showed you the picture after you told the story. I was like, yeah, okay. Remember this? So don't even do that, Dr. Ken.
I admit it.
So Dr. Ken said, I remember. What's up, Aunt Stella? Aunt Stella, you're live.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie.
So let me make sure they can see y'all while I'm telling this story. I'm live on air. All right, so Dr. Ken said, I remember when you were, and you said the bad word.
Fat.
You said, I remember you were fat, Denise. And I was like, okay. And you said, I saw you at church one day. He said, I saw you at church one day. You have this orange dress. And I said to myself, Denise does not need to wear that dress anymore because she looks like, dun, 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 a pumpkin. Now, the second part of that story.
Now, did you deny it?
No. And
okay.
I wasn't offended.
All right.
So fast forward, speaking of church, so I'm not going to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm thinking about, because this was like during the pandemic and, you know, we're all quarantined. So we're all like relearning ourselves. We're getting to know ourselves because we're in this space that we haven't had to be locked in all day. So I did a lot of self-reflection and self-evaluation.
And a lot of mirrors.
And Zooms? I was like, how many chins can one human being have at this? Dr. Ken, I'm not lying to you, brother. I was like, because I promise you, I've never been a vain person.
Okay. Really?
What you mean, really?
Everybody has to have some semblance of vanity.
No, I mean, not to the point where I'm just like looking in the mirror all the time. So Zoom was kind of eye-opening for me. And I told a friend of mine, I was like, you know, I'm thinking about moving to Los Angeles. This is before I'd moved to Dallas. I said, I'm thinking about moving to Los Angeles. And he said, like, knee-jerk reaction. He said, to do what?
Okay.
And I said, you know, start getting into the entertainment industry, maybe, you know, do some commercials and then go into shows and then ultimately, you know, host the Oscars or the Emmys. Right. He's like, immediately, he said, you're going to have to lose about 50 pounds to be able to do that. Yep. He said, because you're talking about.
So you can look normal.
Did you just say normal?
That's what I'm saying. In Hollywood, there's a normal.
You're right.
And so even when you see people on TV and you meet them in real life, you're like,
hi, Aunt Stella.
Like, where at the 25 pounds go? Like, because it adds it. Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. He says, I'm only telling this to you as blunt as I am is because I know you can handle it.
Right.
And then he was like, up here, probably need to get that fixed too. Now, again, the majority of people would have been offended. But Steve,
they'd have been, oh, that's so cute, girl. Do it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe
right.
Yep.
But see, that's why I love my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are surrounded by yes people that only tell you what they think you want to hear.
That's right.
Or always say, yeah, girl.
That's right.
And you don't have those friends that are like, you may want to consider, or you might have wanted to do that a little bit differently, then you really don't have any friends. I can tell people don't have friends.
Right.
Like when I see people walking down the street and when I see what they got on, I'll be like, you ain't got no friends.
Because they would have told you before
you ain't got
you
no friends if you left the house looking like that.
Yeah. I'm so glad we got to go to break.
We got to go to break, y'all. We come back, we're going to actually do some journalism. We're going to report on some topics. Our Sighting Unlimited.
Some non-fat topics.
Dr. Ken. Ken.
I said non-fat.
You owe me like $25 for real. We've got a fat jar. Every time Dr. Ken uses the word fat.
You got a fat hat.
You can't say that word.
Fat.
The Siding Unlimited
That's
WTMJ
fat.
talk and text line
That's
is
slang
I'm
for
just trying to
great.
talk over you so that
Okay, all right.
855-616-1620. You're listening to The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. We're going to unfilter some real truth when we come back. We're actually going to do something a little bit fun. This was Dr. Ken's idea. Scary Halloween movies. It's about that time. All the neighborhoods have all their Halloween decorations. So, do you watch them? Or do you keep the lights on and avoid the nightmare fuel? I'll let you know how I feel about scary movies when we come back. Dr. Ken, I think I already know what you're going to say.
Okay.
We will be back. This is Truth Unfiltered live on 620 WTMJ or The Truth 101.7 FM. We'll be back.
Save big money on new appliances when you shop at Menards. We have the largest in-stock appliance selection from great brands at the best prices. Ready to take home today. Whether you want new laundry appliances or need upgrades for your kitchen, you'll be sure to find appliances that'll make your life easier. Visit the largest in-store appliance selection today. Plus, check out Menards.com to view all of our great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Half a century of marketing expertise joined with over 20 years of local market knowledge. Not to mention the savings you'll see after you get our best commission right up front, which, by the way, is only 1.9% on the listing side of your home. Join that together and you can be sure that you've chosen the right real estate experts who have the experience to market your home effectively and give you a commission that'll end up paying for things like new furniture. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. They saved over $50,000 after we sold their home at only 1.9%. You don't have to pay 6% to market and sell your home. Hundreds of Century 21 Benefit Realty clients will attest. You can get it all for only 1.9%. The more value your home has, the more important it is to find the best real estate commission and the marketing ability to get top dollar. And with Century 21 behind us, that's what we have. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
We are back. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Truth Unfiltered with DT and the intellectual, articulate, brilliant, but you can't tell him nothing half the time, most of the time, all the time, Dr. Ken Harris. See, some people are just tuning in. They're wondering why you are using that profanity. No, it's not profanity. All right. So, Dr. Ken, it's that time of the year.
Yes, it is, because we're approaching it fast. I'm starting to see skeletons everywhere and pumpkins and all the scary witches and warlocks and all that stuff.
I don't acknowledge. So there's no need for me to even say I don't celebrate, because when I say I don't acknowledge, I don't acknowledge Halloween.
I don't.
I'm all for the kids. Trick-or-treating.
I'm not.
Well, here's why I say I'm all for it.
That's dental bills. Absolutely.
It's for me.
I don't really get the whole point of the I just don't get it.
Well, for me as a child, it was about free candy. It was a process. Like we drew maps. No, it's for real. Like for our non-black listeners
in Evansville, Indiana.
For our non-black listeners, y'all understand?
Like 4 blocks. You did like 12 houses, and it was done.
I don't even know if I want to say this because it's going to sound so stereotypical.
But
no, I'm not going to. I'm going to say it differently.
I said the word fat. You can say something stereotypical.
I can't. Okay, I'll just say it this way.
Yes.
We were very strategic in terms of the market areas that we would target.
Yes.
Oh, I'm good. That was kind of dope.
These people got money.
We
go
see, I'm not saying all that. We would be very strategic in market areas to where we knew we would get good candy.
Is that like put your kids in a car and drive to Brookfield or McAllen?
I am not saying it's going to perpetuate negative. That's a stereotype.
No, that's the truth. Truth unfiltered.
There's plenty of black folks that got.
I ain't got necessarily be black. They just got to have money so I can get some quality candy.
So like I said, we drew maps. Okay. And it was like we start at 4 o'clock because school got out around 2:45. You get home, you got to change, put your costume on.
Y'all went during daylight?
No, we start at 4. Look, we've got to get like a whole year's supply of candy in a matter of hours. So yeah, we're starting at 4 o'clock. Did you not hear the word strategy?
I think the dentist loves the year.
Do you see my teeth now? So can't you tell all the years of eating candy? I didn't stop trick-or-treating until I was probably a senior in high school.
Like 40?
Did I graduate when I was 40?
Different kind of trick.
Oh, Lord, Dr. Ken. Anyway. And so me and my crew, we would map out, you take this street, you take this street. And then here was the part, though, that was just always frustrating. The parents supervising the candy. Like my dad, he'd be like, all right. And he'd get the, let's see what you can eat, what you can't eat.
Right. The candy bars, no. Anything with chocolate, no.
Oh, no.
Put stuff in it.
Were you that dad?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't let your daughters have the good candy?
They didn't go trick-or-treating.
Okay. Yeah, so that, for me, it was just getting a supply of free candy that would at least last.
But did you at least watch a scary movie?
I don't do scary movies.
Really?
I went to a haunted house with my friends trying to fit in and be cool. You know, peer pressure growing up. See, I love the new generation. The young people, they don't allow peer pressure.
They be like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's against my boundaries. I didn't know what boundaries were when I was growing up.
They don't either. They don't know.
Dr. Ken said that.
I heard my mother say that, so I'm going to use that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so growing up in the 80s, there was no mental health check-in and boundaries. There's none of that. So I had to be, oh, okay, y'all want to go to the haunted house? I'll go. I didn't last 2 seconds.
Have you seen a scary movie at least?
I grew up watching Freddy and Jason.
Okay.
But I always had nightmares.
So here's the movie. The first scary movie I went to.
Can we get some scary music in the background, Evan? We should get like Thriller while Dr. Ken goes into this.
No, I don't play Thriller.
Why not?
It's not scary.
Ooh, Evan broke out. Is that Mike Myers?
Soundtrack to Saw.
That's why I don't know it.
What was the movie? There was a movie that came out with Sissy Spacek. The first remake. They've since remade it. It was kind of like, and she was a pyro maniac. Like when she got mad, like fire would start, stuff like that. She could like crush people, kill people.
Was that Poltergeist? No, that was the little girl.
And it terrified me to no end. It kind of woke me up. Carrie.
Ooh.
And no, it wasn't Carrie.
I thought it was Carrie too, because the cover of the movie, she was like covered in blood. Yeah, that was Carrie.
You're right. You're right. It was Carrie. So Sissy Spacek, who I definitely had a crush on back in the day, scared the snot out of me with that movie. That was in 1976. I was 16 years old. And that movie scared.
She went on to make Coal Miner's Daughter.
That movie scared the living snot out of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not that it scared me, but that at the end, and if you haven't seen it, turn your radio off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She woke up from a dream. But when she woke up, it was actually real. You know what I'm saying? Like she thought she was dreaming, and then she woke up and it was actually real. And now she's having nightmares and screaming all that. I was kind of like, that was scary. Gave me a nightmare for about a day or two, and I was fine. And then I went to go see this movie about people, and you're going to know the name. You're going to scream the name, where they were possessed by the devil.
Exorcist?
The Exorcist. I was done. That movie scared me so bad, I was afraid of the dark.
When I tell you this,
after I saw that movie,
there's a movie
I haven't been to a scary movie since.
Well, there's a movie that I would categorize as horror movie.
What?
But it's not. And most people love it. Scariest movie to this day.
What?
If I even hear the beginning of it, I'm turning off the television. I'm running. The Wiz. That, remember?
Wow.
And just the whole movie.
Wow.
That was a horror movie for me.
Really? The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz?
I love The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Why
did The Wiz scare you?
Have you not seen The Wiz?
Yes.
Like it looks like scary characters and no. Mm-mm.
So Michael Jackson scared you that bad?
The scariest.
Or was it Diana Ross?
It was Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow.
All right.
And Nipsey Russell as the Tin Man. And Dr. Ken is laughing at me. And to this day,
No, I'm laughing
this movie.
at what you said, not you.
Well, to this day, like I'll go see. I won't even watch when they broadcasted the
Right.
Wiz musical live on
Right.
NBC a couple years ago. Ain't no easing down the road over here,
So
honey.
what about it scared you? The fact that they played those characters?
It wasn't them. It was
Right.
the costumes. It was the set of the because they filmed it at because I did some history. The original World Fair grounds in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Brooklyn. That's where they filmed The Wiz. Because at that point it had been.
I thought you was tougher than that.
I am, but I don't do horror movies. I don't do Freddy. I don't do Jason. I don't do Mike Myers.
So you didn't see the recent
No, I can tell you.
black movie about
have to finish the
vampires
sentence.
and
No.
Yeah.
I barely watched Get Out. That was starting to get because when he was in the chair
Right.
and I don't want to give the away movie either. I don't want to give the movie away if somebody. No, I don't do.
Hey Denise.
That's cool. You can say it, but because here's the thing. Another reason why I don't like horror movies is growing up in the 80s and 90s. If you went to go see a horror movie, then you'd have people talking about, "Run, girl! He's right behind you."
But that was only the white girls though.
It was just
Like,
voices.
what is it with white girls that put heels on and then run from somebody who's trying to kill them? But a black, like somebody
it's the
in
same way the
Hollywood
black people would
said,
be the ones to get killed first.
but somebody in Hollywood said, okay, hold up. If you can have a black girl run from Freddy, she is not going to run in her heels. I'm just saying and I've seen black women in movies go stop, take their shoes off and run, and outrun the white girl. Not because of race. I think culturally, you just don't run in your shoes. Like what?
But if you go back and you watch the Jasons, because there's about 200 Friday 13th. There had to be 30.
A lot.
It was a lot.
A lot of those. A lot of Freddy's.
A lot of Freddy's.
A lot of Halloween.
Friday the 13th outnumbered them all.
Halloween 65.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. Can we do a fact check? There had to be at least 9 Friday the 13th. At least. I'm not even being funny. But
and every single one, they killed him.
But especially because it came out in I want to say the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah,
the first one. One brother, one black guy.
Yeah.
He's the first one to go.
Yeah.
First one.
Always.
But see, that's not real. That was fiction. Because I'm going to tell you right now.
Remember Night of the Living Dead? Did you see that?
No.
It's like 1960s.
No.
Well, the black guy died at the end. I was just hoping.
That's an exceptional. Because we would be always the first ones. But it's just like that. I'm out. It's one. And I'm out.
I have the number.
On our truth, or excuse me, I was going to say truth. On our Sighting Unlimited, we're going to hear from our amazing producer, Evan, on how many Friday the 13th there were. But before we do that, our
number,
sighting, it's over 9.
Do we have enough numbers that...
Did I guess right? It's got to be over 9.
It's over 9.
Told you.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on one second, Evan. Sighting Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line is 855-616-1620. One of our valued listeners says, I grew up in the 80s and the movie that freaked me out was Children. Ooh, I forgot about that one. Ooh. Children of the Corn.
Yeah,
and see, growing up in Indiana, I'm telling you, growing up in Indiana, I'm not watching no movie about corn. That's all we did. Pick
Driving
corn.
past cornfields.
Right. That's
Somebody
all
walk
there
out
was
the
in
cornfield,
Indiana.
you crash your car.
Man, Evan, what's the number?
12.
See? I
if
knew
you
it.
consider Freddy versus Jason part of the
We do.
Friday the 13th,
Absolutely.
total of 12. Most recent one, 2009.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I knew it had to be more than 9. That just shows you. And you know what? Let me tell y'all how sick my children are. They thought Saw was funny.
People getting hacked up.
They're like, and then when I showed them, I said, I didn't watch it. So let me say it correctly. I rented Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They thought it was a comedy.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all some sick individuals.
And they're your kids.
I was like, y'all, they didn't get it from me. They literally, now my son doesn't watch horror movies, but Dominique, my daughter, she used to love them. She saw, how many Saws were there, Evan? She saw Saw 1,
10.
2, and 3. There were 10 Saws? See, we live in a twisted
Saw
world,
10
man.
Came out in 2023. Started in 2004, and pretty much every year up until 2010 there was a Saw, and then Jigsaw in 2017, Spiral 2021, and Saw 10 in 2023.
How do we as human beings celebrate people getting slaughtered? We're going to go take a break. And
but how many Rockies are there?
How is that a horror movie?
I'm just saying. Like
there's Rocky 7, 6?
When is
Do you
good?
count Creed?
Yeah,
we do count Creed because Sylvester Stallone was in Creed 1 and 2.
5 total for Rocky, and then 3 Creeds.
Then there you go. All right, y'all. You're listening to The Truth Unfiltered with Dr. Ken and DT. Stay locked in. We come back. Obviously, y'all love talking about Halloween because our exciting Unlimited Truth Talking text line is still going strong. 855-616-1620. We'll be right back.
From the post-game show to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball and Dominic Cotroneo.
I was like a kid on Christmas Eve. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so excited to get ready to watch games that count.
Dominic Cotroneo is our Brewers 360 guest every Monday morning at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
There are some roster decisions I do want to break down here, and then we'll get into the lineup.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited and Big Fish Contracting.
Neck and back surgeries can be risky. Your spine deserves the best. Professional athletes trust Neurospine Center of Wisconsin, including baseball, where surgeon Dr. Brandon Rebels helped get Milwaukee's MVP back on the field for a stellar season. We can help you too, with the top nationally rated spine surgeons in the state for quality outcomes. You can trust the professionals at Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Get a second opinion in just a few clicks, now offered virtually throughout Wisconsin. Visit nscwi.com. Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Your spine health is our passion.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality selection and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
A great way to add value and curb appeal to your home is with a new LiftMaster or CHI maintenance-free garage door. Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik. A study by Remodelers Magazine reports that the average return on investment is an amazing 82%. Garage doors rank first among all home improvement projects. To see Geis's huge selection of doors, visit their showroom in Brookfield, or you can also visit their online showroom at geisdoors.com. Geis has everything from alley doors to custom wood designer doors and everything in between. Remember, for all your garage door needs, you call Geis at 262-784-4250. That number again, 262-784-4250. It's Geis. Visit them online at geisdoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
You're listening to The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth Unfiltered. Denise Thomas, I'm Dr. Ken Harris, and Halloween. You go to Halloween?
I don't do
celebrate Halloween, and I don't like scary movies, and I don't like. Although we did bring up one during the break.
Oh man, Dr. Ken, you brought up a great one. This was. I got to give credit to Dr. Ken because I totally forgot about this one.
Candyman.
Ooh, never looked in the mirror again.
And see, my movies, like I had a crush on Sissy Spacek, so I had to go see Carrie. I had to see Candyman because I had a crush on Virginia Madsen. But
was that the lady that was like the researcher and went to Cabrini Green in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember her. She was pretty.
Gorgeous. I'm looking at a picture of her now.
Okay, Dr. Ken.
And
At
she's
ease.
64 years old. Woo, Lord.
At ease, soldier.
She got it going on.
Okay, I'm going to let him finish. Go ahead. Have your Victoria. What's her name? Victoria Matson?
Virginia. Fat.
Candyman was probably up there with the all-time scariest movies.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. And I couldn't go if you had a medicine chest in your house or a mirror in the bathroom. Mm-mm. Hey, it's in there. Somebody else can go get it.
Man.
Because if you look in the mirror and say, Candyman.
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
Dr. Ken. See, this is why I don't do Halloween.
So you're talking about scary movies and Halloween. There's actually about 5 or 6 that were inspired by a Wisconsin serial killer,
Yes.
Ed Gein.
Yep.
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho. Those are all inspired
Hold on,
by
y'all.
him.
Time out. Hold on.
What about the one about the house, the haunted house up in Huracan?
So you're telling me that in addition to Jeffrey Dahmer, Milwaukee has...
It wasn't Milwaukee. It was Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Okay, so Wisconsin has a lot of ghost stories and a lot of haunted houses and a lot of, unfortunately... Because when you tell people you're from Milwaukee, if they don't, they're going to say 2 things when you tell people that you're from Milwaukee. They're going to bring up Jeffrey Dahmer or Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Not Summerfest, not Harley Davidson, not Miller Beer, but either Jeffrey Dahmer. And a lot of people don't even know that Green Bay is in Wisconsin. I am not making this. This is based on personal experiences. Like, I remember when Netflix released the documentary, the Monster series, featuring the Jeffrey Dahmer story. And this was about 2 years ago. And I remember that everyone was fascinated with this. And when I told people that I lived in Milwaukee for 20 plus years, and I said, it's still too soon. Like, you can't go to Milwaukee and have all this, like, enamored excitement or fascination with the Jeffrey Dahmer murders. It's still too soon.
Yep, that's true.
And so I was like, just respectfully, y'all, just chill out. Because the victims' families are still very much alive and still grieving and dealing with this. And that's another reasons why I don't watch horror movies, nor do I celebrate Halloween, because for me as an adult, I'm already subjected to enough blood, violence.
What kind of life you living that you?
I'm in America.
The Amityville Horror.
So yeah, I'm good. I don't need to see any more skeletons, bones, blood, gore. I'm good on horror movies.
Josh
and I'm good on
Brolin
Halloween.
And Margot Kidder.
But that's just me.
The Amityville Horror, I believe, was based on a house in Huracan.
So
where the young couple moves in and they found themselves terrorized by supernatural forces that begin to possess the husband.
Why do you think? Do you feel that horror movies are like what's the reason why we as a society? And I'm just going to say, let's just pick on America. Why are Americans? Because most of the horror movies that are box office like hits are based in America.
Because we are sociopaths.
Okay.
Not psychopaths, but sociopaths.
Because there has to be a reason why. Every time a horror movie comes out, within the first week, it's number 1. At the box office, it is number 1. I have yet to not see a horror movie, and the reason why you know I'm telling the truth is because they make sequels, trilogies.
9, what was it? 9?
Yeah.
10 for Saw, 12 for Friday the 13th. Wow. Halloween is a lot.
To the point where when I recommended that my kids watch Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, when they watched it, their Siskel and Ebert assessment was, that was so funny. I was like,
but
y'all
it was an older
sick
movie, so you got to find some stuff that's going,
like y'all some sick
include
kids,
technology, man. And include and get them today.
I haven't seen any Saw. I've heard about Saw.
I'm not doing Saw.
And my daughter was like, now we're getting good. Now this is a horror movie. And I was like, that's entertaining to you?
Yeah, but they see everything else on the internet. So it's not like, I mean, social media gives them all the thing, all the people getting shot and all kind of stuff.
What I'm saying. So, Dr. Ken, that's what I'm saying. There's a thin line between scary movies and what's literally happening in society. It's like a thin line. And I'm like, we have become, and I totally appreciate you educating me on the sociopath thing, because I was like, have we just become so desensitized where that's entertaining for us?
It's about them. So you don't listen to anybody. You don't follow anybody. You're right about everything. This is my way. I got to get my way or I'm going to tear this whole thing down. That's how people are today.
It's to the point now, Dr. Ken, where Netflix knows. I wish Netflix would suggest a horror movie. I don't have any of that. The algorithms are perfect now on my Netflix. You know what Netflix tells me? Denise, you should watch this rom-com.
What I don't like about Netflix now is, and I know we're going off a little bit, but what I don't like about Netflix now is they pile all this stuff before I get to what I was already watching.
And then you get distracted.
Can I just get to what I was already watching? And all of them do it. I'm done.
You know that's marketing strategy.
Yeah,
because they want you to be like, okay, I got to, and then they have the little button now where you can save it as your favorites. But yeah, Netflix, they know better. They know better. They know I will cancel my subscription if you recommend anything that even remotely looks like a horror movie. Period.
Well, you know they blending Hulu in with Disney Plus.
I heard about that.
Own them, so nah.
I have Hulu and Netflix, and I keep getting all these emails. Effective whatever date.
Price going up.
Price going up.
I'm like, yeah, I think they're about to price themselves out.
I think so too, because I'm literally considering.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of Hulu.
Me too. I was like, do I get rid of Hulu or Netflix? And I was like, well, if I had to choose, it probably would be Hulu.
Yeah.
Well,
give them the boot.
When we come back from break, Dr. Ken, you've got some interesting topics here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of these in the second hour, but I would love to come back and talk about how do I say this? I'm just going to say it how you wrote it, because it's a great topic. Is it race or is it culture that is an issue currently in America?
Right.
Race or culture? 855-616-1620 is our Citing Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. This is The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. We will be back.
You'll get a new heat pump system, a new furnace, and a full home duct cleaning all together as a package at about half price. Half price! That's how it all shakes out. Not a gimmick. And both the furnace and the heat pump system are high-quality units. This is Anthony Zanevsky. All you have to do is purchase a heat pump system from Quality, and you'll get a free furnace and a free duct cleaning. All totaled, the cost would be about $20,000. When you add in the new tax incentives that you'll get back at the end of the year, you're going to end up paying about half. That's about $10,000 for a high-quality furnace, heat pump system, and a full home duct cleaning. It's limited time. And last time we did this, the units went pretty fast. So if your home needs a new furnace upgrade and a heat pump system that can act as a brand new AC system as well as a furnace backup, take advantage while you can and cut your energy bills substantially. Call Quality and get them while they're hot.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Stay up to date with your trusted and relevant source in news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8 o'clock, it's 72 degrees. Tonight, clouds roll in, a low of 65. Monday, mostly cloudy skies with showers likely, a high of 75. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. Oregon and California are fighting a new attempt by President Trump to send California's National Guard into Oregon after a Trump-appointed federal judge blocked Oregon's National Guard from deploying.
Oregon and California are now joining up in their request to ask a court to stop President Trump from sending federalized California National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon, after ruling that sending Oregon's National Guard troops in was unnecessary and an illegal use of the military. Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield.
The judge's order was not some minor procedural point for the president to work around like my 14-year-old does when he doesn't like my answers.
They're now asking the court to block the deployment of the California Guard to Portland. Alex Stone, ABC News.
One person is recovering after an apartment fire in Milwaukee this afternoon. The fire started on the third floor of a 5-unit building near Lloyd and Holton around 3:30 p.m. Fire crews rescued a man who was unconscious in his kitchen, but regained consciousness once he was out of the building. He was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Milwaukee Fire Department says the third-floor unit is uninhabitable and one other unit has minor smoke damage. Plans to widen a busy stretch of I-94 in Waukesha County just cleared a major hurdle. The Wisconsin DOT has now prioritized the project for environmental study. That's a step before construction can move forward. Milwaukee Business Journal editor-in-chief Timothy Gibbons tells WTMJ.
Went through the state legislature, got vetoed by the governor for procedural reasons, and the instructions were go through the Department of Transportation. This project got picked as the number one project that DOT thinks should be reviewed for further study.
The widening addresses the bottleneck between Pewaukee and Oconomowoc. A familiar face threw the first pitch before the Brewers beat the Cubs during the first game of the playoffs.
I said that after 26 years, now making it to the playoff, you can wait no more. That's what became a phrase, and that's why I'm here today.
Former Brewers pitcher Solomon Torres threw the first pitch on Saturday. He was the pitcher in 2008 when the Brewers went to the playoffs. He tells WTMJ.
To maybe bring back some of that mojo that we had back then.
The Brewers won the first game in the playoffs. They play again on October 6th at 8:08. Elizabeth Linton in WTMJ News.
Sports traffic and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 8:02.
Since 1946, Ansay & Associates has provided insurance to help secure families throughout Wisconsin. Our experienced and local agents are here to assess your individual needs and ensure your family is protected. As one of Wisconsin's top 10 insurance agencies, Ansay & Associates is here to provide all of your insurance needs, from home and auto to life insurance and specialty coverage. Learn more at ansay.com. That's ANSAY.com.
Beautiful and safe. Decks built to last by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck installation team. For amazing ideas, go to our Outdoor Living Unlimited Instagram page. For a free estimate, go to OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
That big online store has special days with ridiculously low prices, so why don't you?
We do.
You do? When?
Every day. Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus, through Monday, get a free box spring or take an equal amount off an adjustable base.
I guess you could say that now is a prime time to buy.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers won their first game of the NLDS 9-3 on Saturday. Their next matchup against the Cubs is Monday night. You can tune in for all your pregame coverage, starting with Brewers warm-up at 7 here on WTMJ. The Green Bay Packers are on a bye week. They return next weekend to face the Bengals at Lambeau. Badgers women's volleyball defeated Michigan 3-0. Next up, they take on Penn State Friday night. Badgers sports updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding and a whole lot more. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Pretty much all clear on the roads at this point. No major incidents and no more slowdowns. Time for the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, clouds increase, a low of 65. Monday, mostly cloudy with showers likely, a high of 75. Tuesday, rain early and decreasing clouds. Temperatures drop a little bit. We'll see a high of 66. Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high of 65. Thursday, mostly sunny, another high of 65. On Friday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 68. Right now in Madison, it's 73 degrees. In Green Bay, it's also 73. In Waukesha, 73. And in Milwaukee, it's 72 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:05.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Like if somebody says Denise, an African American woman, I'm going to stop you right there.
Right.
I'm not African American.
I'm a black
I'm
male.
not a minority.
Right.
I'm not a minority. Ain't nothing minor about me.
Ain't nothing minor about black
major
either.
moves. I'm a major boss, and I'm going to do things in a major way. So don't put anything with me to do anything with minority or minor.
Here you can say how you feel. You're not going to get bashed or beat up, or that's my job. Denise is here to beat me up, and then I take the brunt for
That's
everybody.
right.
Okay?
And I'm undefeated. Undefeated.
Live at the Avenue. Here's Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
We are back. This is The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. Thank goodness he's here because I'm going to give you the feelings and he's always going to give you those intellectual 8-syllable word facts. That's why your mic wasn't on, see?
I got feelings too.
Do you? Some days you don't have them. Some days you'll say, I don't care because I don't have feelings.
That's
Today
true.
you do?
Today I did.
Well, that's great because we're going to get into a topic that is very
sensitive.
But okay, so Dr. Ken brought up a great topic.
Throw me under the bus quick.
You
It's
did.
his topic. It's his topic.
I wasn't. Okay, so let's say somebody's name who rhymes with
I didn't bring up fat. So
Dr. Den.
What? Doctor? Kind of.
But before we get into the conversation, it's important that we define what race and culture so that we can get, okay. So race, and I've had many, many conversations about this. Did y'all know that race is pretty much man-made?
Correct.
It is a social construct that is tied to physical traits and is associated, not even associated, it is literally a historical system of power. Culture is the shared values, traditions, language, and behaviors and practices of a group.
And values, what you believe, and how you live your life, and all that.
So often, America uses culture as a code when the real issue is race and vice versa. That's why I said, Dr. Ken, this is a brilliant topic that you brought up. Because sometimes we'll be like the culture.
And it's not.
And it's really about race.
In other words, if you can assign it,
I'm with you.
Then
because here's the thing I really want everybody to understand, especially non-black folks. All black people do not think alike. So when you say the culture, remember the not documentary. This
culture is more the commonalities we have.
Yes. But it doesn't mean that because I'm black, part of my culture is eating chicken and watermelon every day.
Ooh.
This is unfiltered truth. See, that's the thing. We got to understand. Like in America, we tend to get race and culture
mixed up.
Yep. Because race has shaped structural inequities like housing, education, policing. It has. It has.
I didn't say a word. You feel
But your face said everything.
They didn't say anything.
While culture has shaped community identity and survival, they are two distinctly different things. But again, just because I'm black doesn't mean that I love hip hop music.
Even though you listen to it.
Well, I do love hip hop. I'm just saying, like all black people, sometimes people will be like, okay, it's the culture. Like remember the show You People with Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, and the main character and his friend had a podcast called The Culture. And where it just highlighted black people. And I was like, that's
not culture.
That's not culture.
And, well, they are talking about culture, just one culture. And I think the beauty of America is not the different races, but the different cultures we have. Yeah.
Now, when you think about Milwaukee's north side and south side historically has demonstrated cultural pride in spaces where race was used to marginalize.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I love that topic that you brought up, because we need to understand there's a difference. And how is it shaping America today?
Well, I think what happens is we've come to respect race and we don't respect culture. We don't respect those traditions, the languages, the behavior, and we hang it on race when in fact other people of different cultures may have the same traditions, same language, and same barriers, and not barriers, but behaviors. And we don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We reassign the cultural issues. Perfect example. When the black guy killed the Iranian woman in Charlotte on the train and stabbed her, the first thing white news people did is went and looked at his arrest record of 14 arrests. He's been arrested 14 times, which means absolutely nothing. If you haven't been convicted, doesn't matter. But let's say he's been convicted of all 14. We know, because his mother said it, the doctor said it, the police said it, the chief said it, this guy's a paranoid schizophrenic. Never should have been out. Mama been trying to get him locked up for years, but, we just won't lock him up. Well, he has to have this. No, he doesn't. He's sick. He has a literal disease. He needs to be locked up. His mama went on TV and said that. But what did they assign to it? He's a criminal. Why? Because of his race.
So true.
But yet, Daniel Penny, who choked the guy out and killed him,
was a hero.
Who didn't have and he choked the black guy who didn't have a weapon, but was talking. And so Kyle was talking about on his show a couple days ago, and I reminded Kyle, got to remember, white people's weapons are a gun in white people's eyes. In white people's eyes, a black person's words are equal. So they can kill you. And that's what happened in New York. If we say something, we get in trouble. If we say something, we get fired. If you speak about something, you get fired.
This is so true.
But you got to basically shoot somebody in the back because you run United Healthcare, and people try to get you off. I'm like, what?
It's interesting that you say that, because when we talk about this modern day narrative between race and culture, what I find interesting is that a lot of politicians, when they use the word culture, the underlying message is
race.
about race,
Right.
but they just won't say the word race. They'll say culture. Just this. Okay, this is also something I want to bring up because I know we're unfiltering the truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain words that are being conditioned as triggers.
Right.
And and when you said that, Dr. Ken, you just educated me. Woke.
Mm-hmm.
If you say woke now,
and it doesn't mean
and
it doesn't mean anything that white people think it means. They have assigned so much stuff to woke. Woke only means one thing: to be self-aware.
Exactly. But in a lot of people's lens, woke is black people stirring up trouble.
Right. We call it a woke ideology. What?
And it's not. I remember
most black people don't embrace the craziness that they're assigning to woke.
Dear non-black people, let me just give you some black history here, some American history.
Give them some culture and some history.
There was a movie that was made, and I'm going to try to be as accurate. Maybe Evan, our great producer, can fact check. It was made in 1988 by Spike Lee. It was one of his first box office movies, called School Days. DAZE.
Yes, Lord.
And it was about, at that time in the 80s, the point of view was historically black colleges and universities. So I think
fraternities and sororities and all that.
And fraternity and colorism.
Right.
Because see, what a lot of folks don't know.
Don't forget that.
And the hair.
And the hair.
And a lot of people don't understand, in the black community, colorism is real.
Yeah.
To the point where there have been organizations that have been criticized because they only accept those that pass the paper bag test.
Yep.
What's
Brown
the paper
bag test?
So glad you asked. Dr. King, could you please enlighten us on what the brown paper bag test is? See,
We're
going to teach y'all today.
If you pick a regular paper bag, there are some organizations that quietly, not overtly, have a cultural tradition of only accepting people that are slightly less than the brown paper bag can pass as white.
Color-wise.
Color-wise.
So basically, the closer your proximity to whiteness was, and I'm trying to be politically correct and say was, although we know
we already said fat.
You said fat. Don't say we. You said fat. I said
with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Oh, now we're a team. Okay, all right. And to this day, and as someone who has been labeled as light skinned, red bone, I've dealt with this all my life. I'm not black enough for my people, and I'm too dark for white folks.
Too black, too blue.
So anyway, back to the school days.
Yes.
So school days takes us, and I'm telling you, however you
Regardless
identify,
you need to go back and watch that movie.
Yeah,
you will learn a
so
lot
much
about black culture. Yes, you will.
Because a lot of us, as you're hearing HBCUs, you're like, I don't really understand the dynamics. Why is watch School Days? And shout out to Spike Lee for making that movie, because the older I'm becoming, the more I appreciate.
Yep.
And at the end of the movie, I don't want to give it away, there is the last scene was the most impactful, where Lawrence Fishburne, yes, the Matrix, Lawrence Fishburne, all the people because everybody loves Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
Where they say he's one of the good ones. I'll get so mad when I hear that. But anyway, that's a different topic. Lawrence Fishburne runs out of the dormitory. It's like 5 or 6 in the morning and yells, "Wake up." 3 times, to the point where even the chancellor and the president of the school, they come out and everybody's in their robes, because he's ringing the bell and he's screaming, "Wake up."
Yeah.
And that's where I was first introduced to woke, wake up.
Right.
But you have to watch the movie. But it has nothing to do with black folks stirring up trouble. And see, that's why your question is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Because when black folks say woke,
they don't mean all that other nonsense. Just like DEI, that it was never meant to get a job. It was never to benefit from it. Somebody else, and you know who made it up, right? White people. And then they assign it to us, and then we go, "What? Wait, what?"
We have to be smarter than our elected officials.
Ooh, that's hard because they're not smart. So the fact that you were born and breathing will probably make you smarter than most elected officials. Oops, did I say that out loud? My bad. Can we go to break? Fat. I mean, at some point, we are at a point now
I don't know what to say.
Where if we don't tell our
Dr.
elected
Ken.
officials that and somebody should have stepped up and said, okay, that's not what DEI means. And I explained it to somebody here in Wisconsin. This is what this means. Why the Republican Party has taken that and twisted it into something, and why the Democratic Party never stepped up to say, no, that's not what that means.
Because it was an agenda.
Says something on both sides.
On both sides. So I'm like, how do we, I can't be mad at the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. I'm mad at the people who are voting and supporting and not holding our elected officials accountable, because I'm like, are you really allowing your brain to be that vulnerable and to be that heavily influenced to where you really think one word, woke? I mean, I've literally seen, okay, I'm just going to say it. This is the truth unfiltered. I've seen certain white people, it's like woke and this wokeness and this woke community. And I'm like,
I want to ask them, what does that mean?
And it's all villainizing, demonizing, weaponizing words that black people didn't even create.
Yep.
Or if we did, it has nothing to do with what the elected officials are marketing these words as. Because when I say wake up or, oh yeah, you woke, or come on now, you got to be woke. It has nothing to do with white people.
Or
No,
anything,
for real.
Or anything they say it means. But
Has
for some
nothing to do.
reason, we're stuck in this. Well, we don't.
But
well,
we as a
don't
society
run
have allowed certain individuals to make us, and that's all part of the agenda, to divide us.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've noticed, this is why I love this topic that you brought up, Dr. Ken. I've noticed that, so I know for a fact that my phone listens to what you and I talk about and whatever else I talk about.
Without a doubt.
Because in my Instagram feed, I was listening to a podcast. It was about the National Guards being sent to Chicago, potentially. I mean, they're not there now, but they're supposed to be on their way. I start getting all these videos on my Instagram about racist white people. And I'm like, I have a lot of friends. This sounds so cliche. My best friend is white. No, I have a lot of good friends that identify as white, black, brown, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. And now my phone thinks that I don't like white people because of this podcast that I happen to be listening to. Because I think there was one point where I was just like, see, I'm so sick of racism. And just because I said that,
boom.
Now they're trying to condition my brain to not like people that don't look like me.
855-616-1620 is the
Citing Unlimited.
There you go.
Talk and text line. See, I'm on it today. See, I'm doing it good, Evan. I'm doing it good today. Evan usually is like, really, Denise? You can't say Citing Unlimited. Citing Unlimited. See, I have a little hook to it. Citing. And put some soul in it.
Is it time to go to break yet?
From the post-game show to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball and Dominic Cotroneo.
I was like a kid on Christmas Eve. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so excited to get ready to watch games that count.
Dominic Cotroneo is our Brewers 360 guest every Monday morning at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
There are some roster decisions I do want to break down here, and then we'll get into the lineup.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited and Big Fish Contracting.
Glass shower doors are beautiful, but the way they used to make them doesn't allow for them to stay looking beautiful for long. And that's because hard water, heat, humidity, and even soap can corrode standard shower glass. But our newest product, ShowerGuard Glass, is different. Its patented technology permanently seals the glass surface against discoloration and corrosion. And with regular cleaning, your new ShowerGuard glass is going to look new for years to come. So if that old glass shower door of yours is ready to go, give me a call about ShowerGuard glass. Now, you can't find this product everywhere, but you can find it at Les's Glass. And with over 30 years of experience installing glass shower doors, you can take our word for it. It lives up to its billing. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package request early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
The people have spoken, and the results are undeniable. Ridgetop Exteriors delivers. We swept the People's Choice Awards: Best Roofing, Best Siding, Best Windows, and Best Overall Home Improvement Company. That's not just winning, that's setting the standard with expert craftsmanship, top materials, and service that keeps homeowners coming back. 4 categories, 4 wins, 1 name. Ridgetop Exteriors, your only choice for home exteriors. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and experience the difference today.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Welcome back to The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris on Truth Unlimited.
Don't be giving out my government name.
Look. Truth Unlimited.
Don't be saying my first and last name.
Also known as Truth.
Use my
Unfiltered.
pseudo name, DT. Duh.
I think culture is beautiful. I think we have to stop castigating people and trashing people who live in a culture, if they're white or Hispanic, and they live in an area where they pick up the culture. And so they're acting black. They're acting to the culture they grew up in, they grew up around, the language, the behavior, the traditions, how they eat, how they dress. So let's not get mad at people. Oh, they're appropriating. Well, they've taken everything else we did.
Okay, let me ask you a question. This is actually a good point that you just brought up. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How has Milwaukee's culture, whether black, brown, or immigrant, shaped your sense of belonging or even conflict?
Being from Chicago and having lived here a few more years longer than I lived in Chicago, I like the laid backness. Like, this will sound weird. Milwaukee is traditionally conservative. They're slow to change. And in some instances it's bad, like every culture. Some instances it's good. Behavior-wise, I don't necessarily like Milwaukee. But by and large, I liked raising my kids here. I like the schools here. I like the people here. I think my only pushback has been when other people have put me in a box. When other people have said, no, you can't do that. You can't say that. You sound like a this. You sound like a that. When in fact, I just represent my portion of black people in America. And that's still part of the culture. You know, not all black people do everything.
So you say, when you say I represent my portion of black America, what does that mean?
That means that not all black people don't go to church, but I do. Not all black people get an education, but I did. Like, that's not a negative, or I'm better or I'm different. That's just what I did.
So then my next question is, how can we as black and brown communities hold both truths? So whether, it's addressing
that's an easy one.
addressing racism and owning cultural evolution without letting one excuse the other. Because you bring up a great point.
Love everybody.
Okay.
And that way you ain't got to bother with all the nonsense.
So when you say love everybody, that sounds very cliche. So when you say that, what does that mean?
It's cliched on purpose. When you say you love everybody, you look past all the racial things and, size of lips and nose and body size and all that, and you see the person, that you actually love the person for who they are, but you got to love them with the warts too. You got to love the bad stuff too.
Does that mean obese people as well, Dr. Ken?
Absolutely. Fat people, sure.
Oh my gosh.
But
I tried.
But in the end, I can't say that unless I'm okay with myself. So I can't tell you not to do something if I'm doing it. That's being honest with yourself and being straightforward with yourself. But if you actually love somebody, it kind of transcends all that. That's why you have people that are black people, you have people that are white people, and then you have friends. And you rarely think about if you had to describe them as being Asian or Chinese or Korean or that's who that is. That's Denise. When people say, well, can you describe Denise? Oh, she's about 5 and she weighs about that, and she
No, fill in the blanks. Go ahead.
What I'm saying.
No, I want to hear what you got. Describe me.
But what's weird is I never think race.
This is where you and I differ. I want you to see me as a black female mom, coach, woman of faith, all the parts that make up my identity.
You can't make someone see you the way you want them to see you.
But here's the thing. I said I won. I'm not going to force anybody, but when people say I don't see color, to me that translates to you don't see me. I'm okay with you saying that Denise is a black woman. I'm okay with you saying Denise is black.
But if I don't, you should be okay with that too.
I'm okay with that, but I'm saying I'm not okay with you telling me you don't see my race. I don't see color, Denise.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying in describing you, because I know you, it transcends that. Just like my white son-in-law. He's not my white son-in-law. He's my son-in-law. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think only love can do that. It'll transcend that. And we'll start getting along with each other. Because I don't know your heart. I don't know what you're thinking. So because you haven't shown me anything negative, sure, you're a black woman. Sure. But I see you as a woman and my friend and my sister, and that's it.
And here's the thing. You see me as a woman, your friend, and your sister. Why not add black to it? Because that's all
but
part
that's
of
your thing. Well, I would say respect my thing.
You're right. All I'm saying is that if somebody said Denise is a black woman, I'm not going to be mad.
Sure.
But what I will be like, when you say, I don't see color, I don't see race.
I didn't say I didn't see color.
I didn't say you said. I said, and people say it, Dr. Ken.
But you know what they're saying.
What are they saying?
They're trying to even it out because when you're in the majority, it's easy to say I don't see color.
But what I don't like, and we got to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you what I don't like because I get this all.
She don't like fat. I know that.
Dr. Ken, stop. I don't even use the word fat. Stop.
Fat.
Oh, my gosh. When we come back.
We got calls. We got talking texts.
We got calls?
Yes.
Why do I sound so surprised? I got to sound more like our show just is the bomb on a Sunday night at 7. That's right. We got calls. We got all kinds of calls. We'll be back. Look at Dr. Ken's face.
If you've ever worried about your heart, if you've ever loved someone with heart disease, if you've ever wondered if you're the one at risk, let's remind ourselves that we are not powerless. Because at the Freighted and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, we're pushing to outsmart heart and vascular disease by working with you personally to understand your history, assess your risks, and guide you to heart strength. By digging deep with tireless research and offering access to leading-edge clinical trials. And for the most serious conditions, including heart failure, heart valve disease, arrhythmias, and vascular diseases, we provide renowned expertise and the most advanced life-saving procedures you expect from academic medicine. So let's get out in front of heart disease. Let's outsmart it. Let's keep pushing so that every one of us can outrun it and embrace every beautiful day life in Wisconsin has to offer. To learn more about our nationally renowned heart and vascular care, visit freighted.com/heart.
No matter how many people are in your family, buying new jackets for the cold weather months can be expensive. But when you shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, prices on cold weather jackets will give you a sigh of relief because thrift store prices mean great deals. And right now we have a great selection. Find great deals on cold weather jackets for the family at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Pitch by pitch, inning by inning, game by game. Watching the Crew is a 162-game journey of grit, hard work, talent, and determination. Dave Spano from Annex Wealth Management, we're with you on your journey as well. Your hard work and money deserve a partner like Annex for your investment, retirement, tax, estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary. Take the next step towards retirement you desire and begin the conversation soon. Head to annexwealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
You know when that big online store has special days with ridiculously low prices?
Yeah.
Why doesn't Hasselus Mattress do that?
We do.
You do? When?
Every day.
Okay, good one. But really, when are the big discounts?
Like I said, every day. You know our showrooms are employee-free.
So I can give your mattresses a try.
With no pushy sales guy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that allows us to sell Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, and more for way less.
Give me numbers.
Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
And you do this every day?
Yeah. Plus, through Monday, get a free box spring with every Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, and more, or take an equal amount off an adjustable base.
Wow.
So I guess you could say now is a prime time to buy.
I see what you did there.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasselus.com.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth Unfiltered, also known as Truth Understanding Truth.
Truth Understanding.
I can't
You
think of no more
can't
you
handle the truth. People don't understand the truth. They don't want to understand the truth. They want to understand their truth.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We were just having a great conversation. Sometimes I really wish we could just have off the mic.
We want to keep our jobs.
But we do want to keep our jobs. Yes, we can't
we
broadcast. But we do have really, really good
She be saying
conversations.
some stuff about fat people.
Would you stop, Dr. Ken? I did not. What? Dr. Ken, would you stop? Anyway, we've been talking about... Evan, turn his mic off.
Wait.
When you hear... Thank goodness. Leave it like that.
Nope.
Now, when you hear someone say it's not about race, it's about culture, what's your immediate reaction?
First of all, if it's a person that's not of the same culture, or a person that's not of the same culture, Let me finish. Of the same culture, but understands it, right? Understands our culture. I've met a lot of white people who understood black culture more than some black people.
Give me an example. Like when a white person said,
when a white
and you
person,
were like, oh,
when a white person understands the music, understands the genre, took the time to learn the history, the way we did with white American culture.
Dr. Ken, that does not count because it's entertainment.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
They talk in a certain way. They dress in a certain way.
Because black people are primarily known to entertain.
Well,
now you know that's a fact.
Why are you assuming I'm going to argue? I'm trying to support you.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to support you.
You're right, Dr. Ken. I appreciate your support.
I was about to put my big brain and ask you a question. Do you know who Rosetta Tharpe is?
Rosetta Tharpe?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Rosetta Tharpe is the woman who 80 some odd years ago, about 80, invented what white people have claimed. But every single person from the Beatles to Eric Clapton, to Johnny Cash, to Little Richard, have said, this is the woman, a black woman, the reason why we have rock and roll today. Like literally have stood on the stage going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and said, I want to thank Johnny Cash. I want to thank Rosetta Tharpe.
What was her major contribution?
The way you play the guitar.
I love it.
The riffs that
Because here all this time I thought it was either Chuck Berry or Ike Turner or Little Richard.
Nope.
Those three are the people who I thought invented rock and roll.
Nope.
Tutti Frutti?
Nope. And so when you understand the culture, right? Rock is a culture. Rap is a culture. R&B is a culture where if you understand it, you really don't have to bother. And so that's why some people are very comfortable in black culture. But that's also one of the reasons why black people are so...
But just keep in mind that black culture is not limited to music or sports.
No. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why black people had to conform to white culture in America because they defined what it was. This is the right part. This is the wrong. And so we've had to live that duality. We've had to live that being one way at home or in the neighborhood, and then one way when we go to work. And it gets tiring. And
exhausting.
What we saw after COVID, what we saw after the killings and the burnings was that people got tired of hiding or adjusting their culture. Just be who they are. And if you don't accept it, it's okay.
And I appreciate you saying that because I was actually thinking about this earlier today when I was walking my grand dog, Ernie.
Is he fat?
I was like, Ernie.
Yeah, he fat.
You walking up these stairs, brother, okay? So, I mean, I'm not picking you up. But anyway, I digress.
You got to work out.
And, I was just thinking, because there was a sign in one of the locally owned business establishments, and it said, it still had the sign Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And it took me back to where it was such a controversial statement.
Right.
To where you had people say, all lives matter. And I thought, I don't know if the black community or even the Black Lives Matter organization, if we took the right approach. I'm not saying it was wrong or right. I'm just saying I don't know based on the reception and the response, because it was never intended to outweigh or indicate that other lives didn't matter except black people. And a lot of people took it that way. It was basically saying, especially during the pandemic with the George Floyd murder, that we are tired of seeing people that look like us being murdered for things that if that individual was not black, would have lived to see another day. Our lives matter. Maybe that should have been the our lives matter just as much as yours do. That's maybe this should have been the slogan.
And I think what happened is when we do that, the knee-jerk reaction was to be inclusive. But we were doing this to get you to have to be inclusive before this. We have finally woke up to the fact that you're not going to be inclusive. So we said Black Lives Matter. Doesn't mean all lives don't matter. We just mean today, Black Lives Matter. That's all.
That's literally, and again, I don't know how people, because as a communication coach, your intention could be different than the impact that it has.
You're reminding me of something that I didn't want to remember. So that's how I responded.
Yeah. When it was really at that moment, a number of black people were just saying, doggone it. Our lives matter too. Please stop killing us for no reason. And then you had, well, black people kill black people. What about black on black crime?
What about white on white crime? Citing Unlimited, talking text line is 855-616-1620. Al, you are on Truth Unfiltered.
Al.
What's up, Al? From Sherman Park.
Hey, Denise and Dr. Ken.
Hi.
I'm sitting here listening to your conversation here. First of all, I don't try to get in all the racial stuff because I think it's a manipulative term used to manipulate our feelings about things. The wokeness, though. Yes, woke today is used differently than what black people used woke for in like the 70s and 80s, like being aware of what, I guess conspiracies are against you in the United States. I think that's what we meant more by woke. But woke, as it is a political term, relates to how we view leftist ideology. And I'll give you an example that kind of offended me. During the Black Lives Matter, there was a bar downtown.
So wait a minute. Are we talking about Black Lives, the organization, or the movement?
The movement. Okay. So this bar, being an alphabet bar, put Black Lives Matter in the window.
Wait a minute. Time out, Al. When you say alphabet bar, what is that?
He means LGBTQ+.
Then say that.
Well, that's not what he wanted to say.
But that's not
what I wanted to say. Okay, so there's so many letters on it. That's why we joke it's the alphabet community. But anyway, it offended me because I had patronized this bar, and they have never had a black bartender. I was like, how are you putting Black Lives Matter? This is just performative for you to say that you're part of this temporary movement or cause du jour of the moment. And that's what infuriates people, I think, about wokeness, because wokeness it comes out of the universities, it comes out of left-wing think tanks where they want to silence you, they want to shape your conversation, they want you to react a certain way, they don't want you to say certain words or have certain conversations. That's what people reject about wokeness, because, again, it's a manipulative term or function in politics, the woke ideology.
Do you support the woke being woke?
Even when I was on the left, that's one of the reasons I left, I called them the Bork. And that meant that everyone had to conform and believe exactly the same thing, or they ostracized you. And so come 2016, I left the left because we would have some arguments about, they would tell me, you can't say that, or you must believe this. I'm like, I'm an individual. I am not part of the collective. And the minute you start browbeating me, I'm going the opposite way. I think most people are like that. I think that's what we dislike about liberalism, because they browbeat people, they talk down to them, because they were in their Ivy League.
Because we know the Republican Party doesn't do that.
Well, they may do it to a certain extent, but at least over there I can have arguments and conversations without being ostracized. They appreciate debate and argument, okay, over there. And that's the danger I see with the wokeness and left ideology. And that's why I battle against it as much as I can.
Al, I got to ask you a question. I got to ask this question. So when you use the phrase alphabet group when referencing the LGBTQ plus community, are you naming it the alphabet group as a nickname to diminish the community, or are you using it as a nickname just because you don't want to say LGBTQIA? I'm asking.
Or any other reason.
Well, first of all, it's very tiresome, and there are a lot of older gays and lesbians like I who want to stop at the T and almost at this point divorce the T from the group because they created so much dissension with the focus on the T over the last couple of years that it's going to be some blowback on the entire LGBT community.
So you are openly queer.
Were they taking it? I would say openly, but I don't wear it. I don't wear my blackness on my sleeve. I don't wear my gayness on my sleeve. I just want to wear Albert on my sleeve.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's where I think the left can't. I mean, when people don't want to identify as these subtypes of Americans all the time, and it seems like the left can't understand why people don't want to go around and say, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. It's tiresome to live like that all day, 24/7.
All right. Well, thank you much, Al.
Thank you, Al. I love it. I wish I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm bliggity. I love every aspect of my identity. I love it.
We're going to be bliggity black on the break. How's that?
I love it.
You're listening to Truth Unfiltered, as it always is, with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be right back.
Your way inside the huddle. Hut one, hut two, without putting on any pads. It's Green and Gold Insiders on Wisconsin's Afternoon News. Every day of the regular season at 4:15.
We asked Matt LaFleur today, what are you hoping to get out of this bye week? And his answer was one word: health.
Green and Gold Insiders is presented by Window Nation. It's Green and Gold Insiders all season long, right here on WTMJ.
They saved over $50,000 after we sold their home at only 1.9%. You don't have to pay 6% to market and sell your home. Hundreds of Century 21 Benefit Realty clients will attest. You can get it all for only 1.9%. The more value your home has, the more important it is to find the best real estate commission and the marketing ability to get top dollar. And with Century 21 behind us, that's what we have. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. Half a century of marketing expertise joined with over 20 years of local market knowledge. Not to mention the savings you'll see after you get our best commission right up front, which, by the way, is only 1.9% on the listing side of your home. Join that together and you can be sure that you've chosen the right real estate experts who have the experience to market your home effectively and give you a commission that'll end up paying for things like new furniture. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
For your fellow fanatics and your number one fans. For your game day compatriots and your everyday companions. For your personal cheerleaders and your personal heroes. For the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com today.
Save big money on everything for your next project now at Menards. Upgrade your bathroom with Lions, showers, bathtubs, and surrounds that match your style and budget. Lions is known for durability and design. They feature an ultra gloss finish that's scratch resistant and easy to clean. Check out our entire selection of Lions bathroom products today on Menards.com. Plus, view all our great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
You're listening to The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
And
Why you playing
a
all
lot
this
of
good
people,
music? Man.
A lot of people can't handle the truth, Dr. Ken.
855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited talk and text line. Drew from Milwaukee, you are on Truth Unfiltered. How are you?
Fine. Thank you very much. How are you guys?
We're good.
Great.
We're good.
Great. Very intriguing topic.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yes, and it's a topic that needs to continue to be talked about. And, it's a topic that probably will never end.
Why do you think it's so important to talk about, Drew? Why do we need to keep talking about it?
Why do we need to keep talking about it? Because race and culture coincide. It's not, you can't have one without the other. In other words, remember, and this goes way back, not everybody knows when the woke movement started and where it is today. So you got some families telling people about woke in one way, and you got some other people telling people about woke in another.
But wait a minute,
So
Drew. We know where it started.
Yeah.
It started in the 70s. We know exactly where it started because it started with our culture.
Probably before then, like in the 30s and 40s.
No.
But
he's actually right.
Well,
Drew is right.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking it up. It came, the earliest known printed use in a piece by Black novelist J. Saunders Redding, who described a man being woke to racial discrimination after visiting the South.
I stand corrected.
So,
Thank
Drew,
you. Way to go, Drew.
Go, Drew. All right.
All right. Thank
I
you.
stand corrected.
Because I'm trying to get to a point here, but in order for me to do that, I just have to, and bear with me. I won't be here. I won't take too much time.
Okay.
Because I'm wondering, as you guys are talking, because this is so real, and this is really between, it's not just between African American or Caucasian. I don't like to use the word white or black, or, words that just don't seem to
fully explain who a person is. Right.
Yeah, right. According to, it's not about skin color, but yet today it's still about skin color. So I'm wondering, like when Floyd,
George Floyd?
Mr. Floyd,
Yep.
George Floyd,
right?
When he was brutally killed by the police officers, that kind of raised or sparked more of this woke point or thing again, topic. It kind of sparked it and woke people up more. A lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of black folks or African American folks don't really know what it is. A lot of them do, but they're just being told by somebody else. So when somebody else tells somebody else and they tell somebody else, it kind of changes.
Drew, you are dropping some. Let me just interject really quick because Drew is dropping some truth bombs. And let me just underscore, Drew. So just give me a second because I have to underscore what you're saying. Drew is absolutely 100, and I know this is not a real numerical value, 150% correct because according to history, if you look at the timeline, Stay Woke was within the black community encouraging black people to stay aware, to stay smart, and not fall asleep to the realities of racism. That's why it first came out in the 1930s. It had this resurgence, and Drew is so right, during the the George Floyd, and before that, the 2010 social media activism. And so, Drew, I don't know what your source of news and history is, but you are on point, brother. And this is exactly why we do need to have this conversation, because this modern resurgence of woke and Black Lives Matter was never about white people or being anti-white.
Right.
It was always about staying aware and staying smart and really understanding what was going on in our communities. being socially
That's
conscious,
right.
being aware of oppression. So it wasn't against LGBTQ or against white people or against others. It was always about being socially conscious of our community as Black people. So Drew, you got it, brother. You own it. I love it.
Well, that and people like, okay, we already know because I just said it and you agreed that people are taking it out of context. Now, in this world that we live in today, you and and I'm sorry, Professor, I forgot your name.
Dr. Ken Harris.
Mr. Harris, what's getting out of hand here is that I'm a believer of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And I know he's coming back soon. And I'm not going to get into all this. Denise is. And I don't know where you stand, Mr. Harris. But I don't want to be pessimistic. But I just want to say this. Before he comes back, I'm afraid it's just going to get worse. To what extent? I don't know. But, real quick, it certainly doesn't help when you have the leader of our government, Mr. Trump. It's because this is more than just the word woke. This is about not just race, but this is about justice.
We got about a minute left.
And,
I don't want to be rude,
all right.
but I don't want you to get cut off either.
So it can refer to consciousness of systematic justices, and as far as how we were taught, how we were brought up, and just imagine of where we're at today, of how people were brought up. We don't know, but it's also used negatively as to criticize a perceived or excessive political correctness or radical social justice ideology that the right is blaming it on the left. And, that's the problem today, too, Denise and Ken, is that there's too much blaming going on. And until that stops, and we come together and people forget about even that word woke, I don't think anything's going to really change.
Sorry. Go ahead. So you don't think anything will change, but I think, and let me also say, as a Christian, I understand exactly what it is you're saying, but you didn't want to sound pessimistic. However, there's always hope.
Always.
And that's why we do what we do. We want to say thank you, Drew.
Man,
from
Drew,
Milwaukee. Thank you
his
to
stock
Al.
just went all the way up.
Man, that was phenomenal. Make sure you stay with us, Drew. We appreciate the understanding and the depth of taking the time to
do the historical timeline
do the historical.
Come on, Drew.
And thank you for correcting me.
Can we please make that the intro?
Oh, Lord.
Next time.
No, make the intro fat.
I did not say that.
Dr. Ken said that. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate you hanging out
I love you, Dr.
tonight.
Ken.
Love you, too.
I can't wait for us to come back.
Thank you, Evan. Hey, God bless. Take care. We will see you next time.